And we're live! Hey everybody, it is Monday night, it is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Descent, and it is the finale, in theory. You know, I don't know how long we're actually going to be going here. It's possible we'll get this done within like the first half hour, then I have no idea what the hell we've been doing. Chatting for however long, I guess. But in the meantime, joining us this evening for what may be the final Descent stream, we've got Eliza.
Always great being here.
We got Lotus Prince.
Good evening, everyone.
And we got Xandru.
Hello, everybody.
Papers, please. We could do that. Otherwise, updates on things. First of all, I think I mentioned this last time, especially if so you didn't join us for the Among Us charity stream on Saturday, which was a blast, and we raised about $4,500, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we did Comics for the Cure. For the Cancer Research Institute, and if you missed that, what I've been working on just on a side thing for 3D printing, I've been doing print-in-place articulation for the RoboMats. So,
nice.
Instead of printing individual pieces and connecting them together, this is all printed like this, and it just articulates like that, and I want to hear from you guys what size you think would be appropriate to sell for $10. We got this tiny size here, which I think would actually make better for a keychain. And also, like, you know, if you think it should be, the keychain should be on the head or on the tail part, whichever you guys think would work better. Well, yeah, we got this small size here. This is about 3-4 inches. And we got this one, a size up, which is about 6 inches. Maybe 5 to 6, yeah, right here. And then we have the one that I kind of like. Is actually like more closely to the size that was in New Who. This is about 8 inches, I believe.
I like that one.
Yeah, I want to sell, like I said, I want to sell a more budget RoboMat in the store for like $10. Because right now the current ones are $20 because it involves a lot more filament, a lot more time to produce. But yeah, take a look at this. I had to remodel a lot of this stuff from scratch. While I kept a lot of the original files from when I made the RoboMat originally, unfortunately, like, I didn't keep every single component of it, so like the individual segments, you know, are easy enough to make. They're just basically boxes with another box inside of them. The head, however, I fortunately had a lot of the original assets and whatnot, and it's a lot more complicated of a modeling job because it has like these angles that were cut out of, and I know more about 3D modeling than when I first started with the RoboMat. So it was a lot easier to reproduce the head than I thought it was going to be. Otherwise, there were a lot more modeling errors when I tried to just use the original one with this.
We do have a super chat from Mega Timitami, who says, "So I'm interested in getting into the new Ultimate Universe, particularly Peach Momo's Ultimate X-Men. Anything I should read first to understand it?"
I am not the guy to ask about that, unfortunately, because I have read none of the Ultimate comics. Eliza, on the other hand.
Yes, I have been a huge fan of both the original Ultimate Universe and the current one. In fact, the current one is so much better. Well, I really love the original one. The new one is like 1,000 times better, but you should probably read the one-shot Ultimate Universe and the lead-in Ultimate Invasion before you read anything else in the Ultimate Universe. Because they set up things.
Very nice.
Also, if you were to read them, you can start with Ultimate X-Men or the Ultimates Volume 3, because those are the two that you can start with without any problems from the other stuff, because Spider-Man has references to stuff that happened in the Ultimates, and Ultimate Wolverine has stuff that references to things that happened in the Ultimates, and Ultimate Black Panther has reference to things that happen in the Ultimates. But the Ultimate X-Men is the most unconnected right now because it actually takes place before the Ultimates. At least during this first story arc.
Well, there you go, some recommendations for stuff there. What else we got in the chat that we can go before we finally finish up Descent? Let's see, there was...
There's a bunch of questions.
There was a
super chat. We can hit somebody else, though, right?
What you're reading on the Absolute Universe. I know I've never read any of the Absolute Universe. Bear in mind that I have fallen behind on modern comics over the last few years because of money and time and just general disinterest in a lot of stuff that Marvel and DC have put out.
which is fair.
Which is why I've mostly been reading I've also been reading Power Rangers, TMNT, Sonic.
For history of Power Rangers stuff, yeah, Power Rangers is technically dead right now, so there's not going to be a quote-unquote new HOPR for a long while. I don't think people get that. Like, obviously, you know, the redos of Mystic Force and RPM still need to happen, but the reason why that hasn't really happened yet is because I've been trying to prioritize making smaller videos in order to keep up with my goal of, you know, releasing a good chunk of actual episodes, given how few episodes I released last year. Now, obviously, we will get back to that, and there are exceptions. The Metal Gear Solid review was not supposed to be an hour and a half. I didn't think it would be, but, you know, things happen. But, like, I just finished the script for Ash War Mother, which is a League of Legends comic, and that's only 8 pages long, so that's only going to be, like, 15 to 20 minutes. So, yay for a shorter episode.
1 hour later.
We got another super chat. Team Ghost Rider Inc. Says, Linkara, if there was a film about your character, which actor would you like to play as Linkara?
Keanu Reeves. Completely wrong for the part, but I just want to see Keanu Reeves trying to yell, "I am a man," and punch something.
I was just gonna say, I am a man. Just
I am a man.
I'm a man, dude. Wait.
I genuinely don't even know if he's capable of that anymore, because he was in Bill and Ted 3, and that did not happen.
Oof.
But yeah, otherwise that's what's going on there. I'm still doing work on trying to. I'm doing just like a few side things, you know, just to try to improve my life in general. This office, I'm in the process of cleaning up. You know, I'm not like, you know, coated in filth or anything like that. But this place really needed to be cleaned. Like, if just for generally just walking around in it. I've moved the chair back into place. I sometimes sleep in the chair when like Viga's sick and we don't want to like get each other sick. So like I have to move the chair over and make it so I can recline and sleep in it. I would sleep on the futon because I used to do that. The problem is the cats decide to climb all over me while I'm sleeping or get under the blanket and poke at me. It's like they don't understand the concept of the blanket or a sheet, so they'll just like, hey, what's this? What's this? Hey, human. Hey, pay attention to me. Hey. If they just like crawled on top of me and slept, that would be fine. Like that happened before back in the old place when when the cats were younger. They would just come in, they would come into the bedroom and just sleep on top of me.
That's adorable.
How Vegan and the cat's been doing? They've been doing just fine. Wake up, human! Anyway, so we've delayed it enough. Are we prepared for Descent and the finale of it?
Sure.
I didn't hear you saying that you were prepared.
Sure, I am prepared.
There you go. And of course, while we're doing this, contemplate, chat, which of these sizes would you prefer be the $10 Robomat? And also, if we go with this one, like, as a keychain idea, like head or back should get the keychain hole.
I think if you did it the one with the keychain, then it should be the head that gets the keychain part.
Yeah, that way, like, there's a little more girth to work with.
All right, you guys can see the game now?
We
Yes.
can see the game.
Very good. Let's do this.
Let's do it! But also on that idea of, like, actors that portray Linkara, would you be offended if I said if an actor I think would be perfect to play you would be the late, great Chris Farley?
You know what? I would not be mad about Chris Farley playing me. Dead almost immediately! Off to a good start, people!
I do think that John Goodman can play a good future Kara.
Ooh. Benjamin Hall, William Dafoe as Vice. Have you heard there is a Oni Press comic called Benjamin? Also, no contemplating on toys or keychains tonight for me. Okay.
And Cameron Heaton says, Lewis Short seems dust, throw him out of the airlock. Cheater.
I mean, Lewis was rather sus when we play Among Us.
Oh yeah, there it is. I was waiting for some joke like that. I live in a spaceship down by the river.
I live in a spaceship down by the river. I am
Well, you can review
35
comics
years
down by the
old.
river while you're reviewing comics down by the river.
Jay
I didn't
Ruler, if you
realize
add a
that
super
was like-
chat, just post it in the regular chat and we will read it off for you.
I didn't even realize, like I saw that sketch a long time ago, and then I saw it more recently, like a couple of years ago, and that was like really young David Spade. He was like the kid.
Yeah.
Oh, the super chat question's above. Okay, so he asked the question, then put it as a super chat. Which DC Crisis event is your favorite?
Probably Infinite Crisis for all of its flaws. Like it was a lot of the feelings that it evokes in me is really just like a magical time for me being a comics fan, and how much I enjoyed reading comics at that time and following along Infinite Crisis. Now, in terms of like the best actual story, Crisis on Infinite Earths wins. But like in terms of like a personal favorite, Infinite Crisis. Ah, the hell shot at me.
For me, my favorite will always be the Chris Cunningham Earth, but that's what got me into the superhero comic.
Ah, God. Okay, that one was not deliberate.
Did you notice that David Spade had to cover his face the whole time because he was
Laughing so hard, yeah.
Yeah, didn't want to break character.
Yeah, I love
That's a
stuff
lot.
like that, because Farley was really getting into his face, but like with just idiocy and like his like the way he walks around like all awkwardly was amazing.
That and being
Angry March.
Yeah. That and like being yelled right in your face, like dear Lord.
Yeah, but with that, like it's so dumb. Emperor Seth says, does it annoy you that 28 years later came out 23 years after 28 days later? Like, just wait a few more years. You had 28 months later to use still. Yeah, like it did it right. Wasn't it like how the lore goes? It was however long you wait until the clown comes back. Like they did that for the remake.
Somebody's just spamming letters. I'm gonna.
Yeah, not sure if Cat.
Not sure if Cat.
Give him a chance, and we'll. But if it happens again, then yeah, probably best to time them out. Otherwise, no, it doesn't bother me that much. But then again, I'm not really I've only seen like the first third, I want to say, of 28 Days Later, so I'm not that invested in the franchise. Like I started watching it, we got to a certain point where like I was done watching for a little while, and then I never went back to it because I wanted to watch other stuff.
I never saw the whole movie, and that iconic music track that plays in it, like I didn't know it was from that. I think I heard it first from Kick-Ass.
Yeah, it's not working. I'm not going to kill that thing to there.
The first movies of the franchise, but that's because one of my closest friends is a huge zombie movie nerd.
I haven't seen a zombie movie like in a while. I like Shaun of the Dead.
I like to rewatch Dawn and Day of the Dead because I think that they are infinitely rewatchable. Fun is the wrong word to describe them. Maybe for Dawn, but Day of the Dead obviously is not a fun movie.
I've only seen the Snyder remake of Dawn, but it was very good. It was actually a good movie. Like it's a very different like theme and message, but it was genuinely pretty solid. There were only like a couple parts where I was like, "Oh, that's dumb," but most of that, I thought it was just a good movie.
God damn it! I hadn't even fired yet. I was building up the blast.
Ugh.
Yeah, like what the heck? Still waiting on Mega Tippy tell me he's a super chat. In the meantime, Aaron P, who's your favorite modern era Doctor? Matt Smith.
Probably Capaldi.
Oh yeah, TLE did mention. Let me know if you stream Descent 2 if you want me to add a 2 to the thumbnail.
We're probably not going to stream Descent 2, but we'll see.
And Mega Timmy Tommy says, you guys know how the voices whisper to us while we sleep and describe the dark kingdoms at the far corners of the universe? Forget that noise, because Superman's out next week. Who's excited?
I'm excited.
Very.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Superman movie in the theaters. I mean, like, I hope it's good. It looks promising.
I saw Superman Returns in theaters because I was hopeful.
I
What's
saw
all right?
Superman Returns is really just kind of meh and just too far in love with the Christopher Reeve movies. Admittedly, it is a sequel to the first two Christopher Reeve movies, but still, sometimes you don't need.
Yeah. I don't like. Oh God! Like I think I saw Superman 2 a long time ago on TV. It was one of those things where like I remember very specific moments because I was a kid. Where like Zod shoots himself with a gun and nothing happens, the cop freaks out, or like in the Fortress of Solitude where they fall off the thing. Like I don't remember the whole movie, I just remember like individual, like I think I saw this on TV once.
I saw the first two Superman movies in theater when a theater back in Vegas re-aired them around 2008. And I also saw Man of Steel in theaters and asked for my money back when I had a free reviewer
Did you
ticket.
get motion sickness from the entire final act?
I asked
There
for
was
my
one
money back
really-
when I had a review ticket.
There was a really funny meme. It was regarding who played Zod? Was it Fassbender?
Might have been.
Whatever.
remember.
But the part where he declares he's going to find Superman, I saw a really funny meme about that where somebody just photoshopped a Where's Waldo book into his hands, and he was doing that like, I will find him. It's
We should have unpacked that. Evening,
Oh,
Linkara. So
Michael
how's
Shannon.
it like?
Thank you, Manhattan. Yeah, Michael Shannon, not Fassbender. Also, Zach Fett says, Evening Linkara, how does it finally feel shilling League of Legends?
Boy, it's gonna be a weird. So I talk about this in the intro of the episode, but like I know absolutely nothing about League of Legends before this. I know the name League of Legends. I did not know what kind of game it was. What what was actually involved in it. I just know that people got irrationally mad whenever you brought up League of Legends.
Did you ever watch
To be fair-
Arcane? Because that's the League of Legends show, and it's apparently very good.
It is.
Which
It
show?
is really good.
Arcane.
Nope, never saw it.
Okay.
It is amazingly good. It's probably the best video game adaptation into a show or movie.
But it's not isometric, so, 0 out of 10.
It's not a MOBA. 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't even make a show a MOBA.
It's not Super Mario Brothers. 0 out of 10.
They'll find a way.
Here's a new one.
The new Mario Brothers was like a movie. It was fine.
It
I
was a.
actually like both of them.
Oh, I love both of them too.
It's
I love both
fine.
Mario movies.
I saw the old one a long time ago, so I couldn't really tell you my opinion on it. It's very creative, but I couldn't tell you oh, this is good, this is bad. Captain Avenger says any sort of hint of what the 800th episode will be.
It will be a comic.
You know what?
Whoa!
You know what?
Whoa!
Metal Gear Solid. You never know. So this time it'll be a comic and not a computer game.
There was a
wait.
a brief time where I was considering changing it around because right now I'm still having some issues with whether or not with how I'm gonna handle stuff with it. But I did briefly consider maybe I should make it a movie or something else. It's no, this show is about bad comics. I need to stick to my roots. Especially, I understand people's desire to see me review other stuff, but ultimately, this is the show about bad comics. I need to make sure that that the 800th episode is a bad comic.
You should do 8 episodes of 1960s or perhaps 1980s Spider-Man.
But also, whoa, wait! Reviewing a bad comic? Wait, it's like your show is detriment on that or something.
I know, it's unprecedented with me.
It's insanity.
See, now this is a fun room. They gave me some invulnerabilities and some cloaked hulks, and I dealt with all of them. You know, why can't we have more rooms like this?
What, you expect video games to give you fun?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, there you go.
Well, prepare to be disappointed.
Unless I'm playing Pathologic, then I don't expect fun.
Oh, Pathologic. There's the next thing we should stream. I should stream Pathologic.
Oh God.
I already have a tough time with stealth games. How do you think I'm gonna feel about a game that requires that's utterly miserable?
To be fair, I do enjoy Pathologic. It raises a lot of good questions and ideas.
I want to punch demon. That is what I want to play with my video games. Or command a small cute creature to attack another small cute creature.
Oh, you mean Monster Ranchers?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. So actually we already went through here. There's not much anything. So back up, I guess.
You know, they should bring Monster Rancher back. There hasn't been a new Monster Rancher game in a while.
Well, I mean, like,
Is
to
that
be
the one
fair,
where you
like...
scan barcodes?
Monster Rancher was the game where you put in another disc once you had the game running, so you could scan the disc to generate a monster.
Okay, so I was wrong, but I had the right idea. That's super clever. That's like VibRibbon, just like put whatever the hell music CD in you want.
And oddly enough, okay, this is something only new because I was living with my aunt and uncle at the time. We had Monster Rancher, and we also had a 4-year-old in the house with my cousin. But apparently a Barney CD, if you put it in, you got one of the most powerful monsters.
Oh yeah, so that's
Really?
what you want. Alright, James Moyner says, if you could make it so one comic or comic storyline never existed, what would it be?
One comic or one comic storyline could never exist. One More Day, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, everybody could probably think of something, but no, One More Day is, like, so prolific.
I mean, yeah, I joked in the episode itself, like, no, I don't want to undo it, I want to build something better from it. That is true, but I still would not be, you know, like, if given the option. What destroyed the ship? Like 50 things shooting at me at once.
Oh, God.
To Tevya, yes, I am indeed looking forward to Digimon Time Stranger.
Ooh, nice. Interesting.
Bear in mind here, we just got to the level. We've gone through 9 lives. We already have the red key too. This level is surprisingly short, unless there's like a twist to this I'm not seeing.
The twist is there's another door.
It'd be cool if there was like suddenly a 4th key.
Actually, wait a minute, tell you that. I wouldn't want Onslaught to be gone. I would want it to live up to the promise of the introduction of it.
Yeah, like, I think I mentioned this before, but the intro is all I read. I just remember seeing a computer screen, like, what's this on the monitor? And it's just the word Onslaught over and over again. What could it mean? And I'm like, ooh, I'm intrigued. And that's all I ever actually saw of it, except for, like, Marvel vs. Capcom 1.
The introduction of the Onslaught storyline is probably one of the most hyped things ever in the X-Men, but it definitely does not live up to it.
I just like in the fighting game when you lose, and he goes, the dream is over. It's fantastic.
Here is the build-up. It starts with them finding out that there might be a traitor amongst the X-Men, and then at the same time, the Juggernaut is knocked from Vancouver to New Jersey by something.
Hey, Jersey, hey.
Imagine something going flying from Vancouver to Jersey in the span of 1 hour.
And it's Juggernaut. I remember in the old cartoon, he got thrown somewhere, like into the ocean somewhere. And it
Yeah,
just shows
Gladiator
the
did it.
first-person perspective of him, like, marching to the ocean, punching a shark out of the wave. Like, oh my god.
The Juggernaut is not something. That's how you build a hype story by taking the biggest guy there and knocking them nearly dead and into New Jersey.
Which is unfortunately which can have the side effect of unfortunately make them seem even less powerful when you keep jobbing them.
Yeah, it's like or like Vegeta.
Oh god, well, we found the boss.
Yeah, no kidding.
And we have super chat from
Yep.
Team Ghost Rider. Guys, the next game to play should be Metabots.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah, if I recall correctly, this boss is basically the like it's the final reactor. So
Yes, the actual boss.
yep, it's the actual final boss of the game. This is a relatively short level, honestly. But that being said, I'm gonna just get my stuff and try to evade everything because I want to like explore around a bit. I think he's also a robot generator because he's like spawning in more robots.
Oh, fun.
And, yeah, well, Chuck Dawson's run off X1 is terrible, like god awful. There is one good thing that came from it. It started Juggernaut's turn to being a hero.
Yeah, that is interesting. Also, yeah, sorry, Mega Timmy Tommy. Mega Timmy Tommy says, I hear more day, and I think one day more from Les Mis.
Another day, another destiny.
For the housekeeper, the end.
These men who seem to know my crime will surely come a second time. Okay, is that the exit? Yes, it is. I'm using a cloaking device to... Yeah, look at that thing. It just cloaks
Well,
and
my name
teleports
inside
around.
means nothing more than alibi.
You already are cloaked. That's like a Kenshiro, you're already cloaked.
Alright, so there's this other area of the map, right here that I just need to figure out a way into. So we might as well just take a look at that.
So who's hyped for the new Fist of the North Star anime?
Wait, there's another one coming?
There will be, yeah, I'm pretty interested.
I only saw one of them that was like not the original one, the
One of the OVAs?
yeah, it was something that was like around when I was in college.
Yeah, because the OVAs, OAVs, I always get them confused, but like they have done like movies that are just high quality versions of some of the more iconic moments, like the fight with Bowser and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And most of my knowledge of Fist of the North Star comes from the fact that I watched the live action movie when I was a kid.
Yeah, you know, I never did see that one. That was like awkward as hell, but they kind of got the idea. I saw the whole old anime series, and I played a couple of the video games, including the Yakuza one. That was fun. Where Majima's voice actor did Jagi. What a perfect cast.
One of my friends in college was a huge Fist of the North Star fan.
Yeah, I think that's where I started watching it too, was in college. Also, I don't know if any of you have played God Hand for the PlayStation 2, but that
God Hand
is...
So good. God Hand
That,
is
well,
so
well
good.
that game is Fist of the North Star if it were a comedy.
And with there being a new Clover studio, we might get a new God Hand eventually.
Can you imagine? Like, can you imagine?
Like, they've already said that they're making Okami 2. After they make Okami 2, I want them to make a new Beautiful Joe and a new God Hand.
A new Beautiful Joe featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. They can make Anarchy Reigns 2.
Because Henshin and Go-Go, baby!
Yeah, alright.
Alright, I'm not seeing a way inside of there, so I think we're just gonna have to deal with the final boss and just, like, live with that and, you know, be done in, like, 15... be done before the hour mark.
Whatever, man. We can chill after that.
Yep.
We can keep talking about God Hand and all the references God Hand makes to Fist of the North Star. I think I'm going to carry that conversation, though.
I'm just here.
It opens the
These are
same
both
way,
people
with
talking
Gene
about
staggering
right
into
earlier.
town and going, water!
Peter, there is one Clover Studio game I have yet to play, and that's Okami.
Yeah, I have that one, but I haven't played it. Have you
Hey,
played
I
Okami
did.
Den on the DS?
That one was on me.
Okami 2 is already being made, Tevya. They announced that, like, literally, like, a month ago.
Yeah, but have you played Okami Den on the DS?
Also, for fans of Dragon Ball Super manga is returning.
Wait, say that again?
For fans of Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball Super manga is returning.
Oh, sweet!
Yeah, apparently it was only put on pause. That way Daima could have a freedom to be its own thing without having people thinking about Daima and Super manga running at the same time.
So this is all the last remaining material that Akira Toriyama would made.
Yeah.
As I recall correctly, like Toriyama was the one behind Super, right?
Yes, Toriyama came up with the story ideas and sent them to Toyotaro, who drew them.
Yeah, I think the only one who was not behind was GT.
And Toyotaro said that Toriyama left in enough notes for at least 2 more story arcs.
Ah.
So yeah, Toyotaro is definitely finishing up the notes that Toriyama left, and then doing his own thing with it, doing the story afterwards.
Thank God for circle strafing.
Yeah, really. It's the absolute king in any old video game and a lot of new ones.
Although I will say this, I do hope that Toyotaro gets past his villain hatred eventually.
You're right.
I'm gonna have to do with the codes again because we are running out of lives here.
Yeah.
That's a big boy.
It's a big boy, and it teleports too. I think.
Oh, that's fun.
And it's shooting mega missiles.
J Manor says, I tried writing a first draft for the first time in a year. I kept pausing and fixing sentences before the draft of 2 pages. I'm a noob.
It's all good. Yeah. Writing is a process.
Yep.
Yeah. When you start off writing, you'll always second guess yourself during the first few pages. But once you become more skilled at writing, the more you learn to trust what you're writing until you reach the end before you go back to the self-edit, and then you hate yourself.
Yep.
Oh my god. Need a teleporter here.
I'm sorry, I've been working on the self-edit for my book, and I'm about halfway through it, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it took me forever to work on my show, and the scripts are done, but the editing is a living hell.
Oh, speaking of my show, I'm back to recording for my show on YouTube, so we have to let our show be coming soon.
Invulnerability! Your mega missiles do nothing!
After 2 years of me not uploading.
Of course, I'm hitting it with level 1 laser, so it's doing nothing.
And again, I had a lot of life happen.
What? No.
Moving a few times, the hospital saga.
Nah.
Surgery.
Fatmon, I cast a magic missile!
Fighting with Wizards of the Coast.
Teleports to one of the 4 areas in that room, and your best bet is focusing on that. Okay.
What a business.
There you are.
And there you go.
Yeah, this is probably the hardest, section of the game. Not because of the navigation issues, but because this thing has so many hit points.
On the plus side, once you beat it, if you beat it early, you can do some Poke Roll.
I could do Poke Rogue, yeah.
It's magic missile. You don't have to aim it.
No,
you don't. That's his gimmick, is it hits whatever you aim at. The only way to not get hit by it is to hide behind cover.
I run a streamed tabletop role-playing game that uses Dungeons and Dragons, and for those who don't know, about 2 years ago, Wizards of the Coast did this whole thing where they tried to change the OGL, which would have caused not only harm to third-party printers, but people who run streamed games on Twitch and YouTube.
Oh, fun.
So I had to literally spend about 2 months just fighting Wizards of the Coast.
That sucks.
Simply because I wanted to run a game on Twitch.
Yep. Wizards of the Coast are greedy bastards.
By the way, there's 4 years of straight controversy. For the entirety of Hasbro, not just Wizards of the Coast. Hasbro will be up to, in November, there'll be up to 4 years of straight controversy.
There you are.
But that goes into a bit of real world stuff there.
Yeah. It's fine, we end up breaking our own rules a little bit.
Yeah. Get it in its eye.
That's a handsome son of a gun.
I just noticed it has a giant eye. Get it in the eye, that's what taught me.
Like a demon.
Well, you know what they say, just keep on chuck for so that we can catch it.
Just keep shooting. Always be shooting.
Shoot at the cyber demon until it dies.
Oh, God.
As part of our continuing series, humiliating the cyber demon.
And you might want to give yourself more lives.
Ah, I'm sure I can do it too. I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Where are you?
J Manor says, before, this story's getting too slow. I need to get it interesting fast. Later, after reading it back, wow, this is way too fast. I need to slow it down.
Does the room reset after each death? No, but the thing is spawning more enemies in.
Boss, you're at 1 life.
They're fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Mega missile right to the face.
Use the cheat. You're on the, okay.
Okay, that gave me a heart attack. I'm like, you're at 1 life left. I didn't realize that, like, that 1 life left was your last life to still keep going.
Yep.
Whew.
It doesn't regenerate when you die, does it?
As far as I know, it doesn't. That would really suck if it did.
Yeah, do you imagine?
Flying farts.
Like again, the problem is just that it keeps respawning enemies. So like we have to not only try to kill it as it's shooting mega missiles at us, but we have to kill everything else around us. Some of which shoots fusion lasers.
Because the definition of fair only applies to the bad guy.
Yes, there's limited lives in this game because this game was made in the early 90s and I hate you.
Yeah, not.
Oh, you can't shoot through the barrier.
That's bullcrap.
I agree. And son of a mother.
That is what a sun is.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you mean a son?
What did I say?
Son of a mother.
Son of a mother, which is what a son is.
All right.
More shields.
I mean, that's an interesting thing to say though when you die though. I think one of my friends might have that view when he used to say son of a donkey.
So it's going to be hilarious for the actual real review once I actually get that out in, however many months it takes to get through all the Patreon-sponsored reviews.
Mega Timmy Tommy says, anyone have any thoughts on the new Marvel fighting game announced a little bit ago, Marvel Pokémon?
I want it. I love fighting games.
Closer to a Marvel game I'm more than okay to play is Marvel Rivals, so there's that.
And my favorite fighting game company is Arc System Works, so
I want to see Arc System Works do JoJo just because the Guilty Gear crossover potential is insane.
like they're making a Marvel. Arc System Works is making a Marvel game. I am hyped. And the designs look so good. They basically look like the Marvel characters look like if they're anime.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
Okay, time to make like a tree and get out of here.
Yep. Here we go. Final mine escape.
He's doing the thing. He's doing the thing.
Did it with at the 45-minute mark of the stream.
Heck yeah!
The craft launches. I spark the subliminal engines. I feel the pressure on my triceps, chest, and gut as I pivot the ship. I can almost feel that mechanical nightmare behind me, rolling around in its final throes of death. Then the orbital sky lights up like a sun. I start to breathe again. Right on cue, a light on my dash tells me there's an incoming transmission. I must say that I'm impressed, Defender. I did not really expect to see you again. Such unwavering confidence. Despite your impressive performance, I regret to inform you that we can't allow you to return to Shiva Station. What? He can't be serious. PTMC fears the alien influence responsible for the aberrant robot behavior may be carried on your vessel. We cannot risk further contamination to PTMC systems. I'm a fool. We must have known this when we sent me out here. The sad truth is, PTMC has lost contact with all deep space installations outside the solar system. I am sending you the coordinates now for... I switch them off before I completely snap. I used to wonder if blackmail appeared in the PTMC regulation books. Inertia hits me hard in the sternum, and I thumb the afterburners, clearing the gravity well and heading toward the rendezvous coordinates in the asteroid belt. With luck, I'll find some answers there. Ooh, wow, look at that score, people!
That's a great score of 0.
I know.
Yeah, wow.
Beautiful, isn't it?
That low?
All those enemies I destroyed.
Yeah, how disappointing.
To be fair, if this was golf, that means you won.
Here we go.
God,
Total
right.
time, 11 hours, 57 minutes.
Woot woot!
Stupid question. Were you recording?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
It just occurred to me.
SKHS video production. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie turned 30 today. I'm not old. Nope.
To be fair, in 4 months, Toy Story turns 30.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, obviously we're not gonna, only 45 minutes is not really that long of a stream. So we're going to play some more Poke Rogue, I think. Just give me a minute here to set it up.
Play the game
Rogue.
again. There's no codes.
It's
Clockwork Soul says, you finished your descent. Now to rise back to the real world. To the escalator!
Diddle 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 doo.
Yeah. To the Linkara-mobile. You mean your escalator? Yes.
Last month, I turned 40.
Hey.
Oh wow.
Last month I turned 39.
A few months ago I turned 35.
Yeah, next year I'll also turn 40. I'm going to turn 40 from now on. I decided I'm going to stay 40.
It's a good round
There you
number
go.
to stop at.
Yeah.
Nice to even that out.
The stream having, or at least the descent part of the stream having concluded, I must be going myself.
Alright, you have yourself a good night, Lotus?
Yep. I've been uploading, at least for Patreon, Resident Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles 100% run. That'll start being publicly available soon. Otherwise, I'll be streaming tonight soon, so after Linkara stream, you can catch me playing some Suikoden 5. But have a lovely night, everybody.
All right, have a good night. All right, people, a few things here. So if you, in case you're somehow not familiar with Poké-Rogue, Poké-Rogue is a fun fan-made creation where basically we are doing a Pokemon roguelike where it's just battles, but we still catch Pokemon. We form a team. We can replace Pokemon. We get items after each battle, and we can either do story mode or endless mode. So let's start up a new game. Do you guys want to do endless or classic, or I've never done daily run or challenge, so I don't know what's involved in those.
Daily Run gives you a set of 3 Pokemon to start with, and you have to try and get as far as you can with those 3 given Pokemon.
That's not a bad idea. We can certainly try that unless people are like not interested in that.
I actually like doing daily runs. I do them like once a week.
I'm just here for the show, so whatever goes, goes.
Poké-Rogue Nuzlocke story mode. We could do that as well. The last time we played Poké-Rogue, we did in fact do a Nuzlocke run. Let's try a daily run. All right. We got to replace a save file, which will replace this one here, which was our last Endless Wave, where we finally got far thanks to having Mewtwo.
And here we go.
All right, we got Veluza.
Ooh.
Evolving Veluza.
Veluza, Lickitung, and Cramorant. So I believe we are, we're Psychic Water. Water Pulse, Endure, Slash. Yep.
Veluza, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take it.
There's a story mode? Yes, there is. It's not especially deep, but it's a fun little story where our rival just slowly becomes more obsessed with the fact they can't defeat us. Can we add more Pokemon to our team via Pokeballs with us?
Yes.
Well, might as well then add some more Pokemon. Pidgeotto. Let's swap out. What do we got here? We got Lickitung. What does Lickitung have? Wrap, Steel Roller, Curse, Swagger, Chilling Water, Dual Wing Beat, Fury Attack, Agility. Not a great collection.
No.
But Pidgeotto is going to be fast anyway, so let's just play into our strength here and do some tankiness. Steel Roller.
Veluza, what gen Pokemon is that? That would be Violet and Scarlet. So
Oh, it fails doesn't have terrain. Okay.
And we have a super chat from ZachFed. So when are you going to upload the second half of Gunslinger commentary stream?
It's technically already uploaded. I think there's just some copyright claims that I want to clear up first. I just haven't gotten around to doing it.
And we'll get to make it Timmy Tommy's when it shows up.
Ooh, our attack rose. Right, more wrap should do it. Hey, there we go. Lulu leveled up, Cramorant leveled up. Pluck will be good. Especially in this game where every opponent has like berries. We'll do that over Fury Attack.
Yeah, Fury Attack's not really that good.
Yep. Ooh, Rogue Balls would be good. Shame we cannot buy any potions, because actually I didn't realize we didn't have any potions.
That's the only problem with Daily Run. You don't get any healing items that you can buy at the end of each round.
That's a shame.
You know what? Lickitung is probably not going to survive this, so let's just do some damage, and then catch it. Yep, there we go.
So we have, for Mikatemi Tommy, which is a better Cowboy Bebop quotes? Because so long, Space Cowboy, whatever happens, happens. Life is but a dream, or you're going to carry that weight?
So long, Space Cowboy.
Yeah, I think so long, Space Cowboy as well.
There you go.
Memory Mushroom.
Let's see, who's excited? How excited are you for Pokemon ZA?
I'd say I'm pretty excited about it. Because I like the original Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I like the Kalos region, so I think it'll be fun to revisit it. I was gonna do pluck, and I grabbed Aquajet. Ah, well, quick attack could still help us, so we'll do that over stored power.
And we have one from T Elite. Did a quick variant of the thumbnail where the descent cockpit flies to the Poke Rogue thumbnail. Also, Eliza, check Harvey's as a weapons expert. Okay.
There you go.
So we have a third. Where it's right now it's all just flying types. So we're gonna need to swap out some stuff soon enough. Rare candies. Here we go. Potions. Let's take advantage of that.
That is the dumbest thing ever. Lightsaber Chucks is so dumb.
Lightsaber what?
Lightsaber nunchucks.
Okay.
Oh my
god. That's just asking for an arm to be cut off. That is as dumb as sword chucks from 8-bit theater.
That...
Listen, I'm okay with the lightsaber whip, but come on.
Unless your armor is lightsaber, unless you're like decked out in like lightsaber armor, which I don't know exists in Star Wars canonicity, like, no.
I spent 20 years trying to find myself, but where am I?
Okay, I just for those who haven't ever read 8-bit theater, you should. It's a great webcomic from back in the day that basically takes the characters of Final Fantasy 1 and puts them through a huge comedy storyline. But Spider, one of the characters in 8-bit theater, constantly wants sword chucks.
Well, good for them. They're wrong.
And they are the dumbest thing ever.
So no joke, I've been watching this YouTube channel about like a sword fighting and like if they're movie accurate stuff. And these guys have this continuing series of, and they have this continuing series about like about sword reverse grip and seeing how applicable it actually is, and trying out different variant swords. Like, the best way to say it, reverse sword grip is just bad.
Yep.
By the way, this is a feature that I've always loved about Poke Rogue, where you can evolve in the middle of a battle.
Oh my god, yeah.
That gives you your anime moment right there. That's the good stuff. They should implement that into the real series.
Oh, that'd be cool. Have your Kingler moment.
And the game that I'm looking forward to the most, the two games I'm looking forward to the most this year are Digimon Time Stranger and Pokemon Legends ZA.
Aqua Cutter.
I'm a little content right now in gaming. Like, yes, I'm looking forward to Pokemon Z to A, but like I'm still enjoying Helldivers, and I just recently finished up playing Doom: The Dark Ages, and just it just makes me want to replay the 2016 and Eternal again.
And unfortunately, as I was saying at the start of the stream before we started the stream up, I can't play Doom: The Dark Ages. I bought it, I installed it, and my GPU does not do ray tracing. So I need a new GPU in order to play it. So it'll happen eventually, but unfortunately it's gonna be a while.
That's always fun.
And a game that I need eventually is Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Let's revive Veluza. A grass type would actually be pretty good, so let's grab it.
Not really interested in Donkey Kong Bonanza, but like to anybody else who wants to play that game, go for it.
Wide lens increases move accuracy.
I haven't been
I think
excited
a potion's
for
gonna be more
Donkey
useful
Kong
right now, though.
since
Let's face it, we're
Donkey
probably
Kong-
not gonna survive too much longer. Yeah, let's stick with Cramorant. Dual Wing Beat.
Like, the last time I was excited for a Donkey Kong game was Donkey Kong 64.
Man, that's a while ago.
Indeed.
Yeah!
Dive. Proper water move. Chilling
What?
water.
25 years?
Better than agility.
Because, well, the Donkey Kong Country Returns games were fine. They didn't really advance Donkey Kong's in any material way. It was just a refined version of what you got in Donkey Kong Country 1.
Max revive, sweet. Let's do Lickitung, because Tranquil... Actually, Lickitung or Tranquil should we bring back?
I like Lickitung.
Yeah, why not? Let's give Lickitunga another taste for battle.
All right, let's do it. Boy, doubles. I can switch Cramorant. Who else do we... let's bring in Veluza. Alright, dual wing beat on you. Aqua Cutter
Right,
on
Teely.
you. Hey, very good.
Alright, Teely, we will get your super chat. Teely, look, LEGO can get away with cool/dumb Star Wars concepts. Also, what's dumber? That of the helicopter maneuver of the Inquisitors.
They're both dumb.
The helicopter maneuver is pretty dumb. I do not. I think it just looks stupid.
Maneuver is dumb.
I'll be
Ooh, a
honest, I'll be
Swablu.
honest. Ooh, a Swablu. Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
Yeah, we're catching that.
That can become,
Get us a dragon.
that can become a good dragon type. Especially if you get a Mega Sun, then it becomes a Dragon Fairy.
Mm.
Oh, heck yeah. What's my train of thought? What was I saying? Oh, okay. I'll be honest. I think the helicopter lightsaber is kind of cool. I'm okay to have a wrong opinion, but still.
To be fair, a thing can look cool while also still being dumb.
And a
Ooh,
Hone Edge.
Hone Edge.
Tachyon Cutter.
For example, Chris Redfield punching a boulder is one of the coolest things in video game history. But Gods isn't dumb.
J-Man Productions, Nintendo has the passion, but is stuck in the Japanese business model for international business. Sony has the opposite problem. Microsoft tries too hard, making everything a brand, losing interest.
Nintendo's always been a
Aaron.
games-first company, which is why I like Nintendo.
Oh, we have to weaken this one first. Okay, Chilling Water.
I think Lickitung learns roll out around level 33.
Hmm.
I want to double-check.
Okay, good, we survived. Steel Rock type, gonna be real pain against certain types, but give us some more type coverage. Yes, let's release Tranquil, because Tranquil is, out. Yeah, we got a full team. That's very nice. I like this daily run idea. This is fun.
This is a fun idea.
Ooh, a Magby. Okay, we could get ourselves a fire type.
Ooh. As long as it doesn't die.
Alright, let's see. If we were to catch this, who would we swap out? We're doubling up on flying, and we're doubling up on water. And I want to say that Cramorant is actually going to be better than Veluza. Let's check out the stats. Lower speed, special attack and attack. Defense is higher. 56, 65. I think Cramorant is a little better, though it does. Though Veluza does have a higher attack. Though I would want to take its Quick Claw and Focus Band before we did that.
Adventure, we will get your super chat later.
You know, Veluza actually might be better for us.
Let's see. Yeah, I think it's 33 that it learns rollout.
Do we want to catch the Magby?
Fire is always useful. But Magby also is a baby.
That is also true. We could probably hold off on getting a better fire type.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right, let's dive.
Dive, dive, dive!
It's faster than Cramorant.
To be fair, I like when Barry says you were almost a Jill sandwich.
You almost became a Jill sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Resident Evil a lot. Except for Resident Evil 6. That game is boring as hell.
IV scanner, PP up, and more Pokeballs. Let's just do PP up for something that someone has. What does this have? Dragon Breath, Skidoo, Razor Leaf, I can see. Or actually, Synthesis for healing wouldn't be a terrible idea. Cutter, dive. I think I'm gonna do that for synthesis because the healing move when we can't buy potions is gonna be helpful. Ooh, a carcoal.
Okay, there we go.
I'm down for this.
Same.
Alright, chilling water. And we killed it.
And it's dead.
You know what? I'm not, you know, it just meant that we're not getting a weak one.
It almost
Fillet
feels
away.
like Lewis is doing a Soul Link again.
Oh god.
It's weakness leaving the body.
Oh my god.
Oh me, oh my, oh me. Much to learn. Sing. Probably not gonna be able to get much use out of it, but might as well.
Why can't you blindfold a Pokemon? Because it will peek at you.
Oh my god.
Get in the corner.
Thank you, Captain Avenger, for that great pun.
Let's hit the Great Balls, actually. Ooh, a Ninetales. Okay, we got this is
Ooh.
yeah, this is worth catching. All right, I think Veluza we can send out actually because while we're gonna use a water move on it, we are more of a physical attacker, so Water Pulse should hopefully not kill it. There we go, good. All right, toss a Great Ball. Damn it.
Ah. Goodness
Get in
gracious,
the
great
ball.
ball.
Rogue Ball.
Goodness gracious, great ball of fire.
Get in the ball.
Stay in the ball.
That was our last Rogue Ball, damn it.
Ah. Oh god, is it gonna be the thing where like you just catch a normal Pokeball? Oh, never mind.
There we go. And yes, we got Flash Fire, which means it's immune to fire type attacks.
Ooh.
All right, who are we releasing for it? Like we're doubling up on flying and we're doubling up on water. So it's either Cramorant, Veluza, or Swablu. Swablu would be great because we get a dragon type out of it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd say it's between Cramorant and Veluza.
Maybe I'm the weirdo in the argument, but maybe Lickitung? Maybe?
Lickitung is going to evolve as soon as we get rollout, though. Although it is our lowest level.
I don't know. I'm okay to be wrong.
Because I see Lickitung acting as a pretty damn good tank later on.
Yes.
Okay.
Licky is a very tanky mon.
Hmm.
I did not know that.
Well, Lickitung's coverage be normal type is he's not super effective against anything, but sometimes you just want an all-around versatile Pokemon. Its only weakness is fighting types, and it's immune to ghost type attacks.
Yeah.
So hi Zen.
Hey Zen.
I say get rid of Veluza.
I got 2 votes for Veluza, 1 vote for Cramorant. So, all right, we'll get rid of Veluza.
There's only room for one fish in my heart.
Hey,
it
Ironhead.
Magikarp is the only fish.
Roar could actually be useful to us in this game. So let's get rid of Headbutt.
Yeah.
Replacing one with a stronger one, which also gives a stab.
Headbutt.
Ooh, Seed Bomb. That's better than Vine Whip.
Yes.
I feel so sad for Vine Whip. It was such a cool move back in the anime.
It is, but it's a lower level. All right, Soldew. That would be helpful to us. So who do we give a Soldew to? What's their nature? Plus speed minus defense. Minus speed plus defense. Minus it looking like Aaron actually is probably going to be our best bet, considering that's actually a pretty decent nature.
Yeah.
Lickitung is not that great there. Special attack, yeah. Skidoo is a physical attack. I actually, Interesting.
It's normally a melee attacker, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we're going to Aaron. Another Ninetales! We're not going to keep you in, because while I like your immunity to fire type, I've already know you have a psychic type move, so let's use Cramorant to take you down. Dive. Yeah, there's that extra sensory. Hey, beautiful. We're gaming, people.
We gaming on, just getting our game on.
Pro gamer strats.
I know, right?
One second, you can write this on yourselves.
Super potion. How close are we to? Yeah, super potion actually. While I want more great balls, let's heal up Ninetales so it's actually viable to fight. Oh, fire breather Bill. My flames shall devour you. Ooh, a Raboot.
Chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard, finding trouble, never looking too hard.
Why was it named Descent 1 tonight, Lewis? Because we beat Descent. We defeated Descent at 8:45. So we're done with Descent. So now we're playing Poke Rogue for the rest of the stream.
Yeet.
Oh, we got a Pikachu in our thing. Drill Pack
there'll be more guns.
is better than Dual Wing Meat.
What?
Get your game on.
So what was a Pikachu doing under the water?
Surfing.
You know what? Fair enough.
Either that or drowning.
But yeah, we beat Descent 1 after like 20-something lives against the boss.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, since we beat the game on the final level, that was actually a really short level. I'm not, like, mad about that, but it's surprising that the final level, after so many, just, like, after so many levels of, like, long, complex hallways and twisty-turny things, the last one is actually pretty straightforward. Why is that Pikachu inside Cramorant? Because it was under the water, and we dived, and we picked it up.
Does it help or no?
Yes, you see Cramorant in its two forms. One of its forms, when it has the Arrokuda in its mouth, does more damage. It does a little bit more damage when it uses an attack. But if it has Pikachu in its mouth, it does double the damage if it had a Cramorant in its mouth.
Congrats on beating Descent. That game could get insane. I took a break from it myself. Nice. And actually, by the way, Overload, which is the spiritual successor to Descent, is on sale on Steam right now for like $6.
Okay.
And it's normally like 30, so I highly recommend you go check it out and get it. My brother got it, and he's having a blast with it right now.
Yes, Cramorant is based on something called the Cormorant, which is a bird species that will swallow its food whole.
Jeez Louise.
It's we already have Seed Bomb here, so I'm actually going to get rid of this for just for type coverage. One more, and a Ponyta. You fool!
That's the other cool thing about the if you use the Pikachu, it can paralyze when you shoot the Pikachu out.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yep, I think we made the right call by keeping Cramorant. It's just a little more versatile than Veluza. Clicked on grid to level 31. You said 33 is when we think we get rollout?
Yes. If it's using the Gen 7 move list, yes. If it's using the Gen 8, it might be 34.
Let's up our special defense. Ooh, a Slugma. I'm gonna use Chilling Water here because actually I'm pretty sure that like if we strike it with a physical move, it is going to burn us.
The only thing I know of called Nights is Nights in the Dream on Sega Saturn.
What are the chances of you playing a Digimon think they're on sale? Not a bad chance. Dark Pulse wouldn't be terrible for Ninetales, but I think does Ninetales learn Dark Pulse naturally?
No.
Well, I think healing is actually going to be more useful in the long run, so I'm going to do that instead.
Absolutely.
Ooh, an Armor Rogue!
Oh.
That's tempting to swap out Ninetales for. Assuming we can even catch it.
Yeah, but it's also got that ability where, like, when it's damaged, like, it'll lose its defense, but it'll get a lot of attack. That's the double-edged sword that you're working with there.
Yeah, probably better just to stick with what we got.
I prefer.
Faster than it.
You mean Cerulean Edge?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cerulean Edge is awesome.
And we're burned now. Hopefully we get like a heal.
Although I love the fact that they're set based on Mega Man and Zero, but with swapped colors.
Oh, I know, right? I personally love the fan art of people just like making them a fusion, kind of like in the same vein as Omnimon from Digimon.
Yo, Aaron is evolving. Is this Descent or a Pokemon spinoff? We did Descent already. We beat the game, and this is Poke Rogue. It's a fan-made thing.
Also, you just lost the game.
To be fair, we always all lose the game.
We are constantly losing the game. Only winning move is not to play. All right, Lickitung got rollout, which is only partially implemented? That's weird.
That's weird.
That P next to it means it's only partially implemented.
Ah.
Let's learn Bulk Up. We don't need Bulk Up. And Swablu, like, evolved at, like, level 40 or something?
I will double check its evolution level.
Rare candy. You know what? Let's just do the job. There you go. Lickitung will evolve into Licky Licky.
35. Swablu evolves at 35.
Ah, good. So we're getting pretty close.
Nice.
Another Carkol. Chilling Water should finish it off, yeah. There we go. See, I like Carkol's ability in theory, but it's like, it's 4 times weak to water. So, like, the idea of, like, oh, you hit it with water, and then it will get, then it will, like, raise its stats significantly, but, like, it's 4 times effective. Chances are good it's going to die.
Yeah.
Is there a Pokemon item where, like, it actually, like, keeps it from dying or something like that? Like,
Yeah,
similar
Focus
to, like,
Band.
Sturdy? Yeah, so if it had a Focus Band, maybe, in theory, that could work?
Question for Linkara and the Kokom's favorite Pokemon. Favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur.
Mine is the Dunsparce. Or Dunsparce. I love it completely.
For me, my favorite would be Trico, but my other favorite, of course, would have to be Bidoof. And I've never actually played a Diamond or Pearl or Platinum, actually.
You should
Yeah,
play
you
Platinum.
gotta
It is a fun time, even if, like, the story, I think, is bad. I think it's actually a fun game overall. Like
honestly,
especially to play. You know what? We are almost dead for Cramorant. Let's bring in someone. Let's bring in Ninetales and, you know, Ninetales fight. Hey, there we go.
There we go.
Say that
Extra sensory.
yes, we gotta save any focus bands we get for Rattatax. We gotta make people be that fear.
Eliza, you cut off there.
We gotta save focus bands for Rattatax. Feel that fear.
We love the fear Rattata. Oh, there we go. Swablu will evolve. There you go. Look at that thing, Altaria. That is the nice thing about Poke Rogue and this kind of game in general, because it allows me to try out Pokemon that I've never played with before.
Yeah.
Like, I've never raised an Altaria. Better than round.
Yeah, let's run out this moveset with the Dragon Pulse.
Ooh, a Metal Coat.
That's what I like about Nuzlocke as well.
Citrus Berry would be great, but yeah, I think you know, let's start getting some stat boosters in there. Ah, boy. Flannery!
Oh, no.
With Nuzlocke, you generally tend to get Pokemon that you normally wouldn't use.
That's extra sensory. It's probably going to use a ground move against us, but still. Ah, yep, here we go. Oof.
Just gotta grind them up so that way you don't lose them in the Nuzlocks.
Alright, I'm bringing in Altaria, because we're immune to ground-type moves, and we resist fire-type, so So let's take this thing down. Oh! You're afraid!
Oh my gosh, you brought out Ivan.
Oh, Ivan Twos.
Ivan too.
Mel's right. It's Melvin Twos, Ivan Ooze.
Oh, okay. God, it's been forever since I thought about that. Oh my god.
I love that. I will frequently revisit a lot of Team 4 Stars, Nuzlocke, and other playthroughs. And of course, and thanks to the Metal Gear review, I'm revisiting all their Metal Gear retrospective.
Oh, there you go.
I haven't watched any of the Team 4-Star Pokemon in a long time. Oh, Pokemon playthroughs, I mean. Because I miss Mr.
Mr. Steak? By the way,
Yeah,
Eliza,
I
you
miss
are still
Mr.
cutting off quite a bit.
It could be because I'm a bit away from my microphone. Let me move it closer.
Yeah.
I generally tend to have my microphone away from me when I'm doing D&D streams because... Or, you know, not having the microphone near my computer.
Yeah, no, I get you. Altaria is like the perfect counter to Flannery here. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're that one gym leader that has an unbeatable Altaria.
You mean...
Yeah, Winona's cheating Altaria.
Cheater. Cheater.
Cheater.
It doesn't dragon dance until you can't defeat it.
First Flannery win.
It knows Earthquake, and it evolved earlier than it should be able to. Now, to be fair, I appreciate that they make it a bit of a challenge, but at the same time, it's a Nuzlocke killer.
Yeah.
Sandy Gast. That's a good.
It is. I'm tempted to catch that.
Yeah, Ground Ghost is really good.
Who would we swap it out with?
That's a good question.
I would personally say, okay.
We have, well, I think we have Rollout. That could hit it, but it wouldn't do very much damage. But, like, who would we swap out here?
I would say Go-Goat.
I mean, Go-Go, it is a grass type.
So we lose our grass type and gain Ghost and Ground.
Because, like, Ninetales is really good for fire, unless you wanted to get rid of Ninetales. The other types, I think, are good, because Normal is very good against Ghost.
Yeah.
Steel is all around great in this game. Cramorant's great, and Altaria is great, so...
And almost everything that goes... Also, water has that same coverage against it. With the exception of fire, which ground covers fire instead of... Well, water covers everything that grass covers as well, because grass is strong against rock, ground.
So it's between Go-Goat and Ninetales. It's just to get rid of more.
Oh, crit capture.
Yep. And this one actually has Giga Drain, so you know what? Yeah, we'll swap out Go-Goat.
Go, 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 go.
I mean, I like Go-Go, but
this
Alexander,
is giving us some more options for type coverage, and Go-Goat is the one we have the least amount of useful things with. But since the Sandy Gast knows Giga Drain, we at least still have a grass move.
yes. Not only that, but ground is probably one of the most effective types in Pokemon.
Indeed. Ooh, knockoff.
Like, Ground is great. Steel Fairy is great.
Get rid of Curse.
Because, okay, back in Gen 4, there was this meme. Everything is weak to ground.
Starfberry, False Swipe, Lure. Let's do... Actually, you know what? We're not going to be using the money for anything else. Let's just re-roll. We get more money. Great, we just earned back everything we spent. Ooh, okay.
Oh, dear.
Why did we get rid of Go-Goat?
To be fair, we still have Sandy Gast, and it has water compaction.
Well, I just realized it's asleep.
He's fine.
It's fine. We'll do fine. That being said, yeah, we're taking down the Clawitzer first.
One could say
Yeah.
that you buried yourself in this situation.
Although I shouldn't use
Nice.
Dragon Breath, I should use Dragon Pulse. Ow.
Clotzer is decent, but like it's not the strongest water type. I think we.
Not Dragon Breath, Dragon Pulse.
I do like the fact that it's based on the pistol shrimp, which is probably one of the most dangerous animals if you were to scale it up.
Yeah.
I like Clawitzer. Well, yeah, that's another one. That's another one. He probably would have been on my team if I had known he existed at the time for X and Y. Instead, I got Avalug. That was a trade from just like a fan, just like sent it to me. They had the nickname of Wednesday because they were building like an Addams Family based team.
Interesting.
But yeah, I remember that. I remember that one. That Avalug was really good. But if I had known ahead of time, because I wanted a water type or at least something that could use Surf. Yes, I know they give you a Lapras to do it, but I've always been opposed to the idea of an HM slave. I want team members. I want type coverage. I want lots of things that I can use things for. And so there's only one part of the game where Surf is necessary, and like. I wanted somebody that could actually learn Surf, and unfortunately, I was hoping that the fossil dinosaur, the Amaris, I was really hoping that they could learn it. They can't, unfortunately. So swap that out for that. I would have used Clauncher if I had known it existed at the time.
Oh well.
Because I didn't look it up. I wanted to be surprised by all the new Pokemon.
Speaking of surprises,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That was a problem with Gen 6 in the lead up to its release. If you were paying attention to Pokemon news in the lead up to Gen 6, they unfortunately revealed every single Pokemon before the game came out.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pokemon, like I was still like the king.
The King.
Where
We love Kingler and Krabby around here. Cookie.
The last time we don't have any cookies.
Cookie!
He does kind of have a Cookie Monster-esque face, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah.
Honestly, he does. Or she does. My bad. But yeah, like when I will say of surprises in Pokemon, Sun and Moon still surprised me about the idea of like having not your Pokemon be HM slaves, but like have like a special service where like you can have certain Pokemon help you, like with Machamp Ride, the Tauros Ride, I want to say, and the same thing with Pokemon Legends, Arceus.
Sandygast can learn Sludge Bomb, which would be great type coverage, but Reviver Seed is always nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What are we thinking?
Reviver Seed.
Chat, what do you think about this?
Honestly, I want to go for. Okay, I'm gonna be the weirdo and say this, but Sludge Bomb.
They're both really good options. Poison moves are always great because you can take out Fairy with it.
Sandygast a special attacker? I feel like it is.
I have no idea.
Check team.
Our special attack is actually, unfortunately, a weaker one.
Oof.
That's because you got a special attack lowering.
Yeah.
nature. Yeah. So
Also removes
Reviver
conditions.
Seed
All
might be
right.
better.
Who are we putting the Reviver Seed on? Who do we want to make sure lives?
I kind
It'd
of want
be
to say the
hilarious.
Altaria.
Yeah, I'm about to say Altaria.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially
Another
if we can get
Kingler.
it a Mega Stone.
Ooh, yes.
If we can Mega Evolve this thing into Mega Altaria where it becomes scary.
What Pokemon is the grumpiest? Krabby. Hey.
Cute.
Somebody once asked me if I had a favorite Pokemon before Dunsparce. I have a favorite Pokemon in Gen 1. And I don't know if I did have a favorite Pokemon in Gen 1.
Lions in, ready to reel in success. Magikarps, 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 Magikarps. That is not a Magikarp.
Oh, that's just cruel. That's Tentacruel.
Alright.
Although
Dragon.
if I did possibly have a favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, it might actually be Tentacool and Tentacruel.
Oh, there you go.
They are some really bulky mons, and also I love because I love giant squids and things like that because I have this giant squid plushie, and it was my favorite plush.
I'm going to protect real quick, see if it uses a water move. Yep, use a water move, so actually we're going to swap you out again. Cramorant, we'll use a flying move. We will drill back.
You know the drill.
Yep. Yeah, Tentacruel's a special tank, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, Tentacruel, those of you who recall way back, my first Nuzlocke run on the channel was Pokemon White randomized Nuzlocke, and we had what was their name? What was the name we gave our Tentacruel?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. It was so many years ago, but it was the God Killer because it kept taking down legendaries. And we were so sad when it died.
Well.
Yeah, it got rock-headed by a Tyranitar, if I recall correctly.
Oof.
Takoyaki, that was it.
Takoyaki. Oh man, that's been a while.
Yeah, I like the Zubat line. I like the Tentacool line. The problem is just how ubiquitous they are in the water and caves. But they are actually good Pokemon.
Oh, do you want to know a fun fact about Pokemon?
Go ahead.
There is only, I believe, one of the few species that's in every game is Psyduck. Has been in every single region's national well, at least once.
We got some choices here. Getting some Ultra Balls, one to catch some more. Although I think our team is coming together pretty nicely, and we got a Sharp Beak, which can increase the power of flying type moves.
Oh.
Sharp Beak on Cramorant would be good.
Rocket's Bell, do you mean Head Smash? Yeah, it was Head Smash. Sorry. What are we thinking, chat? Sharp Beak or Ultra Ball?
You never know if we get a better Pokemon. You know what? With the team we've got, I say Sharpbeak.
Any other opinions out there?
Jedi Protector says Ultra Ball, maybe.
That's 2 votes for Sharpbeak. That's 3 votes for Sharpbeak. All right, let's give Cramorant a Sharpbeak. Ooh, a Crawdaunt. So that's dark water. Not really much for that. Licky. We'll give you a shot here. Stomp. Oof, that actually did quite a bit. That's a dark type. Not going to do very good. Roll out is going to lock us in. Not great. Alright, Altaria will resist water.
Yeah.
Not as much as I was hoping for, though.
Yikes.
Disarming Voice, though. It's 40 power. We're going with Dragon Pulse. Hey, oh, damn it. Oof.
Oh god.
We're close. We gotta take it out. Hopefully, yeah, no Aqua Jet or anything like that.
Oh, that's good.
Whew.
Let's move
We get a heal
Takedown.
item because.
What is our ability?
Do we even have an
Does it
ability?
have Rockhead?
Do we have Rockhead? Yes, we do!
Rockhead!
Ooh.
Which means it is better than... Yeah, Takedown is a 9... Although it's only 8... Wow, 90-85. I didn't realize it was low... Yeah, actually, much as I like the idea of Rockhead, Head Smash will be better for us if we can get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with 85 accuracy, just like Iron Head is just better. But it's good to know that we have Rockhead, because that means we can have some fun times with like Double Edge and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Psyduck line has been in almost every single... Has been in every regional decks at least once.
Nice, I did not know that. Alright, I think Altaria is great, but I think a potion's not going to do as much good here. Although, heals like, what, 10%, 25%? I can't remember. Because this game changes, like, the values of the potions. It's either minimum 20 or, like, 25% of your health for a regular potion. Or 10% in this case. Okay, so 10% would be a leather 11 or, 31. So, yeah, I think it's better just to go with a Cramorant.
Yeah.
Another Clauncher.
And we have another
Clauncher
one from Captain Adventure. Which Pokemon likes to play football? Golduck.
Oh my god.
You get in the corner. Oh, smackdown. Ow. At least we're faster. Alright, finish this off. Yeah, we're starting to see the problems of not having any healing items.
Yeah. Run.
Ooh, Moonblast. Now we got a proper. Now we've got a proper whatchamacallit, fairy move.
Fairy type, fairy type move.
When does Sandygast evolve? Or does it need a stone?
It evolves, I think, at level 42.
Protein is good, but I think we need some heals.
Oh, absolutely.
Altaria is going to be better all around, I think. A Wugtrio. I'm still upset about these things.
Why?
42. It evolves at 42.
42. I'm upset about these things because basically it feels like we're wasting a slot on something that's basically just a duplicate of a previous Pokemon. Or it's essentially a type variant. A regional variant. If it was just like a regional variant of Diglett, just like, a water type Diglett, I'd be fine. But the fact that they call it a new Pokemon when it's just a Dugtrio but water type.
Didn't they do the same thing with Toadstool?
Yeah, I'm upset about that too.
Oh, there you go.
Stab is 1.5 damage, I believe, so that'd be 90 versus 95. So yeah, Moonblast. Ooh, triple dive. Oof. Thank God for resisting water. Oof.
Stop diving!
In the same game, we got Wooper, but Poison Ground. Yeah, it's just but that one is a regional variant. It's still Wooper. They didn't call it like Drooper and fill a slot with it and call it a new Pokemon.
To be fair, it's, that's generally what they do with regional variants anyways. It doesn't take away a slot. It's literally a slot would have been going to do it if it was original variant.
Yeah, but you can still get the but it's not counted as a separate Pokemon. It's just it's just Wooper.
Internally.
It bugs me is all, because it feels like laziness on their part.
It's actually based on a real life thing that
happens. I don't doubt it's based on a real thing. I don't doubt that there is some thought into it and how they do it and developing of that. But at the same time, it's just a frickin' Dugtrio, but water type. And it feels like you could have just made it you added more unique features to make it a new Pokemon. Because I don't think it's unique enough to call it a unique Pokemon. But yay, we got Palisand.
If the thing on it, oh my god, could you imagine if the design looked more like Shuckle when you think about it?
Yeah, Shuckle looks different enough. Ooh, where are we gonna get this? I don't think Cramorant and Altaria are gonna be in the next two fights. I think Licky it makes more sense to put it into. Another Kingler.
Round 30.
What was that?
On the plus side, we're almost to round 30.
Yep. Yeah, we've done surprisingly well here.
Mm-hmm.
We're just stomping each other.
It's a stomp off.
Unfortunately, we can't stick around. Licky is not being as tanky as I was hoping. Unfortunately, we're running out of options here. Palisand will at least get a boost if we get hit by a water move, so... Well, that hope was out the window. Yeah, that did a lot more damage than I was thinking.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let Licky Licky get killed, so we can get a switch in for Cramorant. Should be faster than it and should be able to drill peck it to death. Ah, damn it!
Cramorant,
Well,
no!
should be able to kill it now.
What was that?
Altaria should be able to kill it now.
It should, but it sucks that we've lost Cramorant. To be fair, we got the boss battle next, so we'll get a free full heal, but still.
That's what I was saying. We're one battle away from the boss fight, so...
Well, Altaria, we might as well give it to you. Alright, Gym Leader Kofu. I'm gonna serve you a full course of water-type Pokemon. Don't try to eat them, though.
Then why would you offer it? Never mind.
So, yeah, unfortunately, I was hoping for, like, a full... whatchamacallit? Just like a single Pokemon, because I feel like that'd be easier than fighting multiple ones. Because I think Altaria's gonna go down here. Oh, God. Oh, we withdrew it. Grabominable! Oh, we hit it with the Moonblast! That thing is also 6 levels higher. Ow. I want to terrastalize. Damn it! Damn it!
Aw.
Oh, yeah, we got the Reviver Seed. Yay!
Oh, sweet!
Stop switching around and die!
They're like,
Wow, that was a crit. This thing must be a special tank. Alright, we're learning its special attack at least. Psycho Cut, which I think is physical.
Ah.
Oh, dear. I think Laren has a
boy.
better chance. Yeah, Ironhead.
We have a super chat from Infamous Mike Manhattan.
Yeah, we might. This might be
Have
the
you
end
seen-
here for us. Too much.
Infamous Mike Manhattan, have you seen Disney's Elio? It's a really fun movie. Unfortunately, it's not doing well in the box office, like a lot of original movies this year.
I haven't seen it. I'm not really that interested in a lot of Disney movies. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, we avoided. We woke up. Yes, we actually have a chance now.
It's time for the sip.
Drink that thing. Give us some levels too while we're at it. Eliza, you are still cutting out like crazy. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Don't know why.
There's not a storm happening tonight, is there?
I don't think there is. Let me know.
Why did it toxic us? I mean, it might kill us in the long run here, but like I feel like it had just done it faster if it had just like extra sensory to begin with. Give me some levels. Give me some HP. Oh, this toxic's gonna kill us.
That's why he did it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like if he had just done. Oh god, yeah, no, it's over. Well, we made it to 30 levels. That's actually pretty good, I felt, for that. Now, I'm assuming the daily run will just be, like, the same Pokemon, or at least we can't use it again.
Yeah, it'll just give you the same Pokemon.
Alright, well, we got 19 minutes left. So, challenge? I haven't done challenge before. I don't know what's involved with that.
Neither have I.
Let's check out
I
challenge.
don't know
Okay,
what's going on, so let's go for it.
Oh, okay, so we select challenge modifiers for what we do here. Flip stats, inverse battle, which is the most annoying thing in the world. Fresh start, you can only use the original starters without any unlocks if you had just started Pokemon for the first time. You can only use monotype, or only Pokemon from a single generation. But no, instead, let's do just like a classic run. I know how to do this. We've done this before.
We have? I mean, we have.
All right. Chat, give me a number and a letter. The first one I see, we'll go with. And the number between 1 to 9.
A number between 1 and 9.
All right, I saw 4E first, so Gen 4. Whoop, all. Oh my God, let me. So, starting with an E. Anything with an E. I don't think we have any E's. All right, I see a P. Let's go with a P. Fiona. Let's add Fiona.
Okay. Alrighty, go for it.
Move. Freeze dry. Let's add to party.
Alright, it's admin is okay.
All right, I also see 8S. So let's go Gen 8. 8 for the S. No, Gen 8. Oh my God. Gen 8 with an S. We've already got a water type, so let's add Score Bunny, who we actually have a shiny for.
I'm good.
Let's swap out Growl for Extreme Speed. Oh, never mind. We have to have limited things. Plus attack, minus speed. Do we have any better natures? Plus defense, minus special attack. Because we're a physical attacker, I'm assuming.
I would think so.
Correctly.
All right, and last one, 9B.
Oh, you didn't add it to your team yet.
Oh, did I not?
Nope.
Whoops. Add to party. B. We actually turns out we only have so much room, so screw it. We got fire, water, grass. We'll add Smoliv.
Sounds good.
And start. Against a Surskit. Go, Fiona.
The other thing about Daily Run, when you die in them, it removes your save file.
Yeah, every time anytime you actually legitimately lose, it removes your save file.
Yep.
So that's not unique to Daily Run. Trailblaze.
I know, but people. I actually run in a while now, so I forgot that.
We will get rid of Growl. There we go. Discord is calling.
Pretty much. Is the current Pokemon anime still on the air, or did they cut it? I haven't heard any buzz about it in a while. The closest thing.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The current anime is that's still going on. It's doing very well. It had a time skip actually recently.
Oh wow. Pokemon with a time skip? That's new.
Well, we don't have Ash anymore, so we have to worry about it like that.
You know what? Fair.
It skipped like years.
How many years?
Yeah, we'll just do that, and Ember didn't do very much. Let's do Extreme Speed. Hey, there we go.
And we have another pun from Captain Avenger. Talk to a Miltank. It goes in one ear and out the other.
Oh my god.
No.
Avenger, at this point, you're just milking it.
I hate you all.
Poor Linkara in utter despair.
Here you are, battling Pokemon. I just worked at a rich fancy hotel for 6,000 money. Haha, that's neat.
I know, right?
Let's Fiona or Smoliv. Let's go Smoliv. I feel like Smoliv's going to get the least amount of play. I probably should have swapped over to Score Bunny. Ah, well.
Say lovey.
Bouncy Bubble do again. She wobbles and restores HP. Okay, we'll basically like drain some health.
Yep.
Citrus berry or rare candy. Let's do a citrus berry. We need some health. School is boring. I've got nothing to do. Yawn. I'm only battling to kill the time. The Pat Rat. Let's bouncy bubble it.
You can have an Avenger. I'm very moved by the statement.
No!
Okay, it was only a single year the time skip happened.
Ah.
There you
Go back to school, young lady.
go. Wipe off that angel face and go back to high school. Is that were those the lyrics, or am I going crazy?
I do not recall. Oh, we got 2 eggs ready to hatch.
Ooh,
Yo, we got a Heatran.
jeez Louise.
And a Suicune.
Oh my god.
I did not have them before. Nice. Always good to have options. Alright, assurance rare candy. Let's get Score Bunny up there. And Ekans. I forgot we could actually catch stuff. I've just been forgetting we can do that. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's try to catch this Ekans. In the 12 minutes we have left. Yes, Ekans is a jerk. Get
We
the
have
ball,
a pun
snack.
from Jenny Blaze. C'est la vie. I prefer c'est la...
For what?
C'est la vie. I prefer c'est la moon.
Hey.
God, they nab it.
Soothe Bell, potion. We can buy potions now, so we're actually in a better place here. Badoof.
The legends are true.
Alright, let's boom burst.
But is it a perfect Bidoof?
Well, that requires
It
a
was
lot of
perfect.
time and training to get the perfect Bidoof.
Yeah.
And our rival. There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Did you forget to say goodbye to your best friend? You're going after your dream, huh? That day is really today, isn't it? Anyway, I'll forgive you for forgetting me, but not on one condition. You have to battle me. Give it your all. Wouldn't want your adventure to be over before it started, right? She's got a Trico, and we got Smoliv. So actually, you know what? We'll keep this out and boom burst it. Beautiful. Yeah,
No,
people. I think
Big
people
Chunk
sleep.
isn't
I think
really-
people sleep on Smoliv. Smoliv is actually pretty damn good.
Yeah. Also, no, Big Chungus is what you get when you fuse a Snorlax with a Airy.
Mm.
Or was it Loudly? I'm trying to remember which one cost the Big Chungus and Infinite.
Yeah, you're cutting out again. I'm sorry, Eliza.
Heck,
You just started and you're already this strong? You totally cheated, didn't you? Just kidding. I lost fair and square. I have a feeling you're going to do really well out there. By the way, the professor wanted me to give you some items. Hopefully they're helpful. Do your best like always. I believe in you. What we get? Okay, super experience charm. And the experience all. Good. And we've still got 2 more levels, so let's potion up. And Ekans and an Oddish.
I think it's more normalish.
Oh my god.
I think it's kind of a radish.
You people.
Don't worry about Fraggles.
Well, I hear you can. Well, I hear they dance their cares away.
Why do I hang
I
out
have
with you
no-
people?
Because you're our friend.
No, that can't be it.
Ad revenue.
Ad revenue, that's probably it.
Because we can be funny for you when you're playing games.
That's ridiculous. No one has ever been funny in the history of the internet. Good Goddish, it's an oddish.
Hi, Kana.
Why aren't you feeding me?
Yeah.
No, you've never fed me ever.
Bouncy bubble, but failed. Alright, potion.
I have never been fed ever in my lifetime.
Let's give it the score, bunny. Right, bouncy
Oh
bubble.
my god, watch out. Watch out, that Fletching's so boss.
We can catch it now, too. Although we already have a fire type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fletchling's another great one from X and Y. That was
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. I think Talonflame was on my team for the longest while. No, it wasn't. Actually, was it? It might have been. I might have swapped it out because I chose Fennekin as my starter in X and Y.
I will say I do love the idea of like the starter region bird, having like an immediate swap of its typing instead of like just being a normal flying. It immediately turns into like a different attribute. I'm like, what?
I agree.
Insane.
Right,
And like they
Bidoof
did it again with Corviknight too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then in Gen 9, they just had the regional bird be a multi-type with a flying electric.
Yep. I like having some more versatility in some of the early mons to keep them around. Because, of course, like Sentret and Furret are some of my favorites, and they stuck around the entire game for me. Let's give it an Enigma Berry. Speak of the devil!
Ooh,
Plus, it's the proper Sentret sprite where it's on its tail.
as it should.
Versus those BS ones where they like put it on its feet. My boy stands on his tail as is part of his tradition. That's what makes him what he is. He's a sentry guard who like looks up higher past the grass.
Yeah.
Putting him on his feet completely defeats the purpose.
He's still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, he was standing. But
He
now
was
he
standing. Now he's knocked out.
Yeah.
Lychee Berry or Special Defense. We'll give a Lychee Berry to... Yeah, it raises attack, so score bunny.
Score.
Burb.
Burb. I'm surprised we don't have a region variant of like of the burb Pokemon in different regions when you think about it. Like Pidgey, well, like could you imagine like a region variant, not a Pidgey, but like maybe for other Pokemon to finally get a chance, like maybe a region variant of Hoothoot?
Well,
I don't think anyone saw my Arbalava pun. I saw it. I grinned.
When I ran a Pokemon tabletop game back in 2019, somewhere around there, I actually created a regional variant Hoothoot and Noctowl for the region that I ran my game in.
Ooh, nice.
Where they were based on snow owls.
Ah, nice.
That's cute.
That would be good. It's a special attack, so Fiona, I think. Hey, we got a special Pikachu we can catch.
Well, a leap in magic.
Ah.
Let's boom burst it. Hey, perfect. Let's Ultra Ball it. There we go. Yeah, cool cosplay form. Small amounts here in Razor Leaf, which we do not want to teach it because we are a special attacker.
Mm-hmm.
And a map letting us choose where we're going. Ooh, a Palmy. That'd be good to have. You know, I'm just going to toss a ball. I know we already have an electric type, but we're probably going to lose Cosplay Pikachu in a bit. God damn it. Why you gotta disrespect me like this?
Because it can. There, you're poisoned. You now have a new option.
Are you happy now? Are you happy that I have had to put poison on you?
Yes.
Yes, I'm a fighting type as well. The Palmy from Palmy. Potion up, Smoliv.
Yeah, like when I learned its final evolution became a fighting type, I'm like, oh my god, yes, thank you.
Fiona, yeah.
I just like that we got a Pikachu clone that evolves again.
Oh my god, you're right.
That's Bubble and Ember, yeah.
Like, it is the first evolving Pika clone.
Indeed. Alright, I think we're going to call as a night after this fight here. Because we are hitting the 10 o'clock mark.
Yep.
I kind of hope in the later generation they give at least one or two Pika clones a new evolution.
I agree.
Like,
That
imagine
actually would be really cool.
Got an evolution.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
And if Pachirisu gets an evolution and becomes like an electric,
Electric flying, maybe? Like, make it a flying squirrel? I know that's technically Emolga's thing, but still.
Yeah, I was thinking you could probably make it like an, what's the thing of, I find it like an electric ice.
Oh, that would be good.
I don't know. Maybe because I'm stuck on theme, but like since it's a squirrel, maybe like an electric grass type evolution.
I can see that. All right, well, it is 10 o'clock, so we're going to call it a night here. Look for the next few days for the Ash War Mother review. I will consider if I want to put some of these in the shop. Just like, and what sort of color options. Because, of course, the problem with doing it like this, with like, articulation built into it with a print is that I can't really, print off each individual section to be a different color like I can with those. Because it will take too many color changes for the thing. It'll create a lot of waste. And just add a bunch of time to the print process. Still, I'll keep an eye out for stuff. We will ponder. We got 4 episodes left until the 800th episode. Enjoy that when it comes out in about a month. If not longer, because it's probably going to be a long one, because that tends to be the case with the 100th episodes. I want to thank my guests, Eliza.
Always great being here. I have streams for the remainder of this week where I'll be streaming Star Ocean Taupe on Wednesday and Friday, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and Pokemon Shield on Thursday. I'm also back to recordings, and I should have a video up within the next 2 weeks.
And, of course, thank you, Zen, if you're still around.
I am here, and I actually have 4 new videos scheduled for July, so stay tuned for that. A new Midnight Combo Pack is coming out, and a few other bund plays and stuff, so they're actually out and just and ready to go. Just look for them in July. But otherwise, I'm a bunny, and I...
And thank you, Andrew.
Just did an art stream today earlier, but later this week, I'll be doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Night on Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And for Saturday, changing things up, I'm going to do a My Hero Ultra Rumble / Marvel Rivals stream on Twitch, so at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So look forward to it.
All right. Thank you again. I hope we all had a good time here. Next week we'll probably be an Among Us in between stream. This has been Atop the Fourth Wall Plays Descent. You all have yourself a good night.